Hey, good afternoon. I'm Desiree Moses at In Your Ear Studios in Richmond, joined by an audience of WNRN members. Our guest today is Geese. Give them a hand. Thank y'all for being here. They're performing at Chicho's Backstage in Norfolk tonight, and we're nice enough to swing through Richmond on the way. The sophomore record is 3D Country. They just released a companion EP, 4D Country. We're going to dig into that, but first, we'd love it if you kick it off with a song. What do y'all want to start with?
Our new song. Go to the sun, I'm taking you down on the other side. Comes and closes my eyes, so we can die by the end choir. Oh, silence of my life, I'm giving you the runaround. When the Ragnarok comes down and the sun and moon collide, we can make a love in the end time. I'm trying to find the downside. Take a mile out to the downside. In my life, looking for a place in my life, and I'm looking for a place in my life. Looking for a place in my life, baby. Racing roulette, I'm spinning you round again tonight. I'm taking you down on the inside.
All right, Geese live on WNRN from In Your Ear Studios in Richmond. The sophomore album is 3D Country, just released a follow-up EP, 4D Country, but let's catch everybody up to speed first. So you all went to high school together, wrote part of what would be your debut album, your senior year of high school. We're going to part ways, go to college, and then Partisan Records came calling and said, hey, we want to sign you and release what would be the debut record, Projector. Talk about that time in your lives. Was this an automatic, yeah, we're signing a record deal, or did you guys really have to go back and forth and think about it?
No, we wanted a record deal very, very badly. So yeah, we didn't ask questions.
So again, Projector came out in 2021. You all self-recorded that one, so finished it in about 5 months, I read. So then recording this follow-up, 3D Country, you had a couple of years to work on this album. Obviously, very different circumstances, going into a professional studio. So talk about what that process was like. How did you approach 3D Country?
Well, there were a lot more songs that ended up being written. So we had a larger sort of pool to choose from, and we could fail more. And we ended up choosing the best ones.
Well, being in a professional studio for the first time, was it, hey, we have access to all of these different resources and elements now, and we really want to sort of play around with those? I mean, there's bongos on the record, there's a banjo, you have backup singers having this choir effect. So there's a lot of different vibes going on the record. And was that because, hey, we're in a professional studio, we want to sort of play around with these things?
Yeah.
We'll talk about having the backup singer. So the song that we've been playing on WNRN is I See Myself. And so you've got two singers joining you on that track. Tell us about them. I read that they had worked with Willie Nelson, right?
Yeah. Oh, they were great. They sang the hell out of those songs. They really saved us. They were just the engineer knew them, and they came in, and I don't think they were used to working in such. They're used to working on songs that are like nice and classic and stuff like that. And their approval meant a lot to me, so I'm glad they ended up enjoying the songs they worked on.
Absolutely. And then let's talk about your vocals a little bit. So your voice is another instrument, throughout the record. Were you stretching it in ways that you hadn't on the debut album, or was it just a continuation of what you had been doing and how you found your voice?
Well, I guess upon getting sort of more of a platform, we just really sort of freaked out and we were like, wow, like we really tricked them into signing us. So we were like, we should really pull out all the stops here. And I took that approach vocally, and I just sort of went too far.
Well, we'd love to hear you go too far on another song. What would you like to play for us?
We're going to play our new song, Killing My Borrowed Time.
What would there be left if you're
Geese live on WNRN from In Your Ear Studios in Richmond, playing Chicho's backstage in Norfolk tonight. Killing My Borrowed Time off the new EP 4D Country, a companion EP to the sophomore album 3D Country. So, Cameron, you mentioned that, okay, there were a lot of songs that you recorded during the sessions for 3D Country. You left a lot on the cutting room floor. Again, this track we just heard on the new companion EP. So, how did you decide what was going to go on 4D Country?
For this question, I'd like to turn it over to my good friend, Gus Green.
Oh, yeah, actually, would you go ahead and do us a favor first and introduce everybody?
This is my good friend, Gus Green. This is the drummer, Max Basson. This is bassist, Dominic DeJizu. This is keyboardist extraordinaire, Sam Ravaz.
Good friend Cameron. Could you repeat the question?
The question was, so Killing My Borrowed Time is off 4D Country. How did you decide what songs would make it onto the companion EP, and what was the decision to even release a companion EP?
Well, we recorded about like 15 songs in the studio for 3D Country, and we turned in a version of the record that was about like 14, 13 songs long and like 1 hour. And they said, hell no, there's no way we're doing this. So all the songs that are on 4D Country are the leftovers from 3D Country. But we love them very much, and they found a home on 4D Country.
Wonderful. So you all worked with James Ford on this record. So producer known for working with Arctic Monkeys, produced 2 albums that were also spinning on WNRN this year from Depeche Mode and Blur. So talk about what it was like working with him.
Well, I only have one kidney now. I had to pay quite a lot to work with that masterful producer. He is really incredible. He can take music that's pretty disparate and different and synthesize it into one very cohesive project. And he's been doing it a lot longer than we have. So it's nice to have like a more senior presence in the room when you're making a record.
Did you rely on his input a little more? Or I had read that in past you all had gone into professional studios but found that it was better to just work on your own because you sort of lost your sound and your essence because you were saying yes a lot. Was it easier to sort of assert yourself in your voice and your vision on this record?
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty good at adapting to who he works with or just us when we were working with him. And we mostly, drove the ship on this record, but the input that he did include, we did take to heart, and he had good ideas, good questions to ask, and it's just having a more objective presence in the room when you've been listening and making the same songs for like a year and a half is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. So after your debut record, Projector, came out, there was this huge buzz surrounding you all. And I remember when I was at South by Southwest last year, I think I saw you at 4 or 5 different showcases. You all were working hard and you were everywhere. In the media, you all were sort of dubbed as being, maybe the next coming of New York City rock, like the Strokes and the Yeah Yeah Yeahs and Meet Me in the Bathroom. The documentary had just come out. How much of that did you all take to heart? What was your reaction to that? And did you have any of that in your head when you went into the studio to make 3D Country?
Well, we're the next coming of something, but I don't know what that something is. So you'll have to watch and see. I think we always get pretty tired of the music that we make immediately after we finish making it and want to do something else and want to do something that isn't in line with whatever we've done before that is sort of becomes our identity. Kind of keep people guessing. And so when you hear a lot of people panning you as a certain thing or listening to one record and being like, okay, this is how the band sounds, then you kind of want to switch it up and play with expectations a little bit.
Great. Geese live on WNRN from In Your Ear Studios in Richmond, playing at Chicho's backstage in Norfolk tonight. We'd love it if you take us out with one more.
Okay.
Geese live on WNRN. Geese live on WNRN from In Your Ear Studios in Richmond. The new EP is 4D Country, playing Chicho's backstage in Norfolk tonight. Thank y'all for making a special stop in Richmond, hang out with us. Thanks for being here. Thanks to the crew at In Your Ear. Thanks to my WNRN colleagues who are here. Thanks to our WNRN members whose continued support helps make sessions like this possible. For WNRN, I'm Desiree Moses.